You're muted, mate.
There we go. Oh, and I was so confident with that little vamp too. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Quizplex here on Love Wrestling. Thank you so much for joining us on a new night. We are here doing this live on the last Tuesday of the month as opposed to the last Thursday. So thank you very much for getting the memo. Thank you very much for joining us. We are here to play some pro wrestling pub trivia. So without further ado, I was about to introduce the guy below me, but he has disappeared. Let's start with Kristara, the sweetest pea. You've missed the boat, Matt. Your intro came and went.
It's all right. It's all right.
We will come back to you.
Mario Kart Tribal Chief, you know who I am.
It is great to welcome you back, sir. To the audience, I know a lot of you were expecting Vinny Pacifico. Unfortunately, he sends his regrets this evening, and Matt stepped in at the 11th hour. So,
Vinny Pacifico, but we got Matt Atlantico.
Vinny, we will catch you down the road. Looking forward to having you on Quiz. Look forward to having Vinny sometime down the road very soon. Next up, the sweetest pea, one half of the team, amazingly sweet, Kristara. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
How's it going?
Do I say anything else?
No, it's great to have you. Thank you so much for being
here. I'm really nervous. Like I got butterflies, yeah.
Oh,
this is this weekend.
Yeah.
I mean, you both did something pretty cool. I mean, I saw, again, Mustafa Ali must have really good money because he had the Canadian Prime Minister on his security detail. Matt Viviani.
Very well. He's a great boss. Added an arcade machine in here thanks to him.
Marvelous. But as mentioned, Kristara, you again, I jumped out of my seat when I saw your name on the Tron. Should I say this? Because it was a pre-tape.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. I don't know. I've never done something like it before, so I don't know what I'm allowed to say. But yeah,
fair enough. Well, exciting things are happening.
Yeah.
Exciting things are happening for Kristara in the very near future. So keep an eye out for that. And that's all we'll say, just for the sake of being clandestine, for lack of a better term. And last but not least, our Quizplex champion, the Violent Gentleman, Miles Blackwell. Welcome back to Quizplex.
Always a pleasure, man. I've been excited about this, and then it got postponed. But that's okay because I actually had something that came up, so this worked out perfectly with it being on the 23rd instead of the 16th.
Yeah. I think this new night of Quizplex is going to be going to work out for us. It's we teased on Twitter that we have some exciting news about our next couple episodes coming up, and I think that's largely in part from moving from a Thursday to a Tuesday because wrestlers, we know you're busy closer to the weekend, so we're glad we can get you on Quizplex earlier in the week. So, yes, welcome to the show. This is Pro Wrestling Pub Trivia. My name is Zach. I am the host, but I'm not the only person who's hosting. I want to shout out my producer who's going to pop right in and say hello, Mr. Spencer Love. How are you, buddy?
I'm good. I can't complain. I was really excited because I thought I was going to have to vamp to start the show and make us look bad. And then you forgot to take your mic off mute and made us look bad. So at the very least, it's an issue, not an ish me. I appreciate it. We'll take it. Right? It's kind of nice not to be the one who makes us look shitty every so often. But thank you, Zach, for the kind words. Thank you all to our contestants for being here. And thank you to everybody in the chat, because as of right now, and Miles, I'm sure both Zach and I will let you speak to why you chose Musicares as far as the charity for this month's show. But we have already had the opportunity to raise $160. So a huge shout out to all of you guys in the chat. Of course, if you're going to donate, you can donate through YouTube. But if you scan the little QR code that Zach puts up when we get our neat little graphic up here that Zach did, please feel free to go directly to their site. You're going to cut out some of the fees that YouTube gives you and donate directly to a great charity. But I'll let Miles speak to that. Zach, I'll frig off for a little bit because, to be honest with you, I was 99% of the way through, but I hadn't completely organized my scoreboard by the time you introduced me. So I'm going to do that. You do your job.
Fair enough. You carry on and set up that scoreboard. But yes, Spencer said it. Miles, you've chosen Musicares as the beneficiary of this month's game. So please let us know why you chose this charity, what it means to you, and what we're playing for this evening.
Musicares is actually a charity that helps out musicians who are dealing with things like mental health issues, addiction, things of that nature. The main reason why I chose it is I could dare say that quite a few of us have at one point or another said that music has saved their lives. So why not save the lives of the people who are saving our lives? You know what I mean? And this is more so for like up and coming artists, not, worldwide known, multimillionaires. These are people just like us. We're wrestlers, we're coming up, we're doing our best, and we struggle with things. And Musicares is a great charity that actually helps out with that. So that's why it's near and dear to my heart.
That is absolutely lovely. Thank you so much for choosing this. Thank you for so much for speaking on it. And I'm really glad that we are playing for this tonight. Kyle Shaw acknowledging the Mario Kart tribal chief. Hey, look who it is. It's Mike.
I was just going to hang out in the background. I don't know why you brought me in right now, but hi.
Yeah, we're
it's funny. Honestly, if I can throw anybody under the bus, dude, I'm producing. If you show up, like, you're gonna be on the screen. Sorry, brother. Except for me, but that's my
my cue wasn't until way later in the show. I was just gonna like sit backstage and watch the show from there, but I'm here. Hi.
Hello. Well, again, please carry on and enjoying the show. But yeah, we have some interesting news to share. And we're going to do that at the end of this first round. But before that, we are going to play some pro wrestling pub trivia. And let me tell you how this game is played here on Quizplex. So each round, the player will have the opportunity to answer 2 pro wrestling related questions. They're going to have 20 seconds to answer these questions verbally. If you get your first question right, we're going to move immediately to your second question. Now, while the active player is answering their question verbally, the other players may also answer the same question on their whiteboard. So if the active player gets their question wrong, you can get half points if the answer on your whiteboards is correct. Correct answers from the active player are worth 100 points this round. Correct answers stolen from the active player are worth 50 points. Now, Super Chats. You know what? Ignore this slide. We'll welcome Super Chats and we'll make sure that money gets to Musicares. But what we want is for you guys to donate directly to the Musicares organization. When you do so, please call our attention to it in the comment section. Say, hey, over here, I donated over to Musicares. I'm sending you my screenshot. Do whatever you need to do to get our attention. Every $5 you spend will give 50 points to the player of your choice. And you know what? Oh, could we donate money and give points to Mike from Indeed? I'm going to say no, not on this one. We want the points to go to our players. And in fact, before the game started, we had early bird bonuses. People were already making donations. As Spencer alluded to, we already helped raise $160 to Musicares. And through that, Kristara is on the board with 200 points. Miles Blackwell is on the board with 1,000 points. And Ryan Sullivan from the Mark Order podcast, he actually bought 2,000 points that he has not actually used yet. He has chambered those points. He has the link. He might show up and just like throw a little chaos in. I can already see our players are angling for Ryan's 2,000 points. Kristara, you have been muted. So just a heads up on that. But we are going to start Pro Wrestling Pub Trivia. And let's start with, well, again, Matt Viviani, you didn't have any time to study. You were literally coming in at the 11th hour. So we are going to start with you, sir. Are you ready?
All right, let's rock.
All right. I am in the wrong folder. This is the folder for tonight. All right. Your first question. Before he was known as Braun Breaker, in his NXT stunt, what was he known as in NXT?
Oof. Is he Bronson Reichsteiner?
That's his real name, but is that your answer?
I'll go with like Braun Steiner.
It's a good guess, but I'm afraid it is not the correct one. So I defer to Miles and I defer to Kristara. Do either of you have an answer written on your whiteboards or paper?
I wrote the same thing.
Ron Steiner.
Savio Vega. Maybe.
That's my go-to, man. It's either that or Bastion Booger for every answer. I don't know.
There's got to be a timeline where that's true.
Security guard number 1. So I'm afraid there was no correct answers on the board. The correct answer was Rex Steiner. Very, very briefly. Like it was like they published the name. It was like they were advertising him as such. I don't know if the name ever actually made it to TV, but there was a brief time in which he was certainly known as Rex Steiner. Viviani, your second question for round 1. Who is AEW / Ring of Honor's youngest champion in company history?
I think, yeah. Feel like I should know this.
His name. I'm forgetting his name.
Is it
Your competition is scribbling right now.
Julia Hart?
No, it is not Julia Hart, I'm afraid to say. Miles, Kristara, what do you got? You've got Billy Starks.
Oh, so good. I don't remember his name. Like, he's with Christian. I don't remember his name. I just wrote a bunch of stuff.
Who was a champion?
He just
very
became.
Recently.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't think I wrote the right name though.
Oh, can I cash in the real name?
I wrote
Right now?
No, Matt, you're out. But Spencer, again, you and I authored these questions. I want your input on Kristara's answer.
I honestly think that there are like some chaos points to be awarded as far as that goes. There is 100% 50 chaos points to be awarded there, because the fact that we got the father's name right and the tag team's name right. Zach, if you want to disagree, but there are some chaos points, I will leave it to you to award a number. But there's some pointing to be awarded here.
All right. Kristara, you would have stolen points from the active player, which would have given you 50 points. I'm not going to give you the full 50 points. We are going to give you half of it. We're going to give you 25 points.
Zach hates chaos. Zach hates chaos.
I'm just saying 50 points would have been for the full correct answer, but indeed the correct answer.
Damn you, Nick Wayne.
Nick Wayne. Okay, that's what it is. Craig.
Nick Wayne. Nick Wayne gets you on the board, but through controversial means. But, oh, sorry. What was that, Matt?
I was going to say, I was already a part of one attempted Montreal screw job this weekend. I see we're doing another right now.
We've got a few Nick Waynes in the comments, including from Dare Amazing. But Kristara, you are now the active player, so we're asking you these questions verbally. So a follow-up question to this last one. Whose record did Nick Wayne just break?
I would say Billy Starks.
Billy Starks is absolutely correct. It's absolutely correct. So 100 points for you.
You're right.
And yeah.
Send me a picture of a kitty cat later.
I'll do even better.
Cat.
Oh, perfect.
Okay.
Which one? What's that cat's name?
That's Hermes, after Hermes Conrad.
Great cat. Great cat. But we are moving on to your second question in this first round. So this question, in spite of their years-long rivalry, Stone Cold Steve Austin and Vince McMahon only wrestled each other in a singles match on pay-per-view one time. Which pay-per-view was it? By the way, Mike from Indeed is still in the green room of this, and I see him jumping up and down for all these questions.
I honestly don't know, but I'll just say WrestleMania, even though it's probably not right.
Worth a shot, but indeed it was not WrestleMania. So I defer to Viviani and I defer to Miles. We've got the St. Valentine's Massacre and we've got Bad Blood. We've got a correct answer on the board, and it's going to Matt Viviani, the St. Valentine's Day Massacre.
Give me a hell yeah.
50 points is on the board. Ryan Sullivan's popping for the cat.
It's a good name.
Yeah. All right. So Miles Blackwell, the champion, returns, and again, you know how it goes, sir. The champ gets the tougher questions of the bunch.
Oh, great!
This is a tough. This is a tough one, actually. Spencer came up with this one, and it's very good too. Who is the only wrestler who appeared on Raw 1000, SmackDown 1000, and Impact 1000? One thing I will tell you, I will give you a hint because this is a very tough one. It's not one of the names you're thinking. It's not like one of the staples of TNA.
Okay, so it's okay. Oh, bloody hell. Matt Cardona.
I'm afraid Matt Cardona is not the correct answer.
Yeah, figured.
But a good guess. So I
Not
defer.
something
You should have went for Savio Vega. But no, Savio Vega would not be correct either. But I defer to Matt Viviani. I defer to Kristara. What answers do you have on your whiteboards? We've got R-Truth.
It's illegible, but it says Kurt Hawkins.
Kurt Hawkins. I'm afraid, again, this was a very tough one, and it's a very cool one, actually, a very cool accolade to have. But that particular distinction goes to Naomi / Trinity.
Oh shit!
I wouldn't have thought.
I would have never
That
guessed
makes
that.
sense.
Like, my life could have been on the line, and I'd be dead.
Well, your
Santino's
next Santino, yeah.
It looks like this didn't apply to the last one, Mike.
What? What are you talking about? Oh, we appreciate you all the same, Mike. But to close out round one, Miles, I got one more question for you. Who is the only person to be a member of Bullet Club, the NWO, and NWO Japan?
This is going to sound a bit weird, but I'm going to say Jeff Jarrett.
You know what? That's exactly the answer that I gave Spencer when he quizzed me on it, but it is not the correct answer, I'm afraid to say.
It's my world.
Oh, you hit him with the guitar.
There's been like 1,000 NWO guys, so like we have options. Yeah.
Actually, Matt Viviani, as revealed on last month's Quizplex, there have been 62 members of the NWO, including the members of the NWO Japan. Quiz fact!
That's a lot of people.
I really don't know.
Do you, care to venture a guess?
I just feel like the guess wouldn't be it. Like,
Fair.
yeah.
Let me think here. Let me.
Who's been in Bullet Club?
Spencer, someone had a really good shot in the dark answer that they just happened to get in recent months on Quizplex. Wondering if you happen to remember it. If not,
Has Conan been in Bullet Club?
That's a fair guess.
Is Conan your guess?
Fuck. Yes.
I'm gonna get yes. Okay,
Yeah.
Kristara.
I don't know. I feel like my answer will just be embarrassing. Like I was just gonna say like one of the main people, but I know it's not them. I don't know.
I'm going to give you another 20 seconds to throw a name out there.
A member of Bullet Club.
It's a tough Quizplex today. We're just getting started. Getting hammered over here.
I'm gonna say Disco Inferno.
Oh, a worthy guess. Also a worthy guess, but I'm afraid no correct answers across the board on this question. The correct answer was Scott Norton.
Oh,
When
Not
the hell
got
is
that
he
the Bullet Club.
I don't know who that is. I don't know.
Oh my god.
Oh, fair enough. He's
Oh,
he's
I'm
one of
so
those
happy.
obscure names. He's like an obscure name, but at the same time, like when you know him, it's like he's so easy to appreciate. Just an
Correct.
absolute bruiser. But Kristara, can I see your? Did you have like a pineapple drawn or something?
No, I started writing
I thought it was
S
too.
because I was gonna guess something stupid like Scott Hall, but I should have just wrote Scott.
Oh, you would not have got another 25 points for that because I would have contested.
Maybe 5.
Yeah,
Maybe if I showed a cat picture or
I would
something.
have fought that to the grave.
We'll just defer to the chat for a second, but
Oh, just to brag.
Mike from Indeed. Good job, Mike from Indeed. So that concludes round 1. Mike, we're going to chat in a little second, but first I'm going to invite Spencer to pop on in and tell us what the scoreboard looks like at the end of this round.
It's closer than I thought it was going to be honest with you. We had a lot of early donations. Thought that one was going to be a little bit tough on everybody. I will spoil the fact that the violent gentleman, Miles Blackwell, excuse me. There's 2 great Miles in professional wrestling. Miles Blackwell, excuse me. Can do this better.
Oh, she's coming back.
Coming in first place as we exit the first round of Quizplex, the violent gentleman, Miles Blackwell, in first place with 1,000 points going towards Musicares. In second place right now, the sweetest pea, Kristara, sitting with 325. And Matt Viviani, we can't blame you for being in third place with 50 points. But unfortunately, you're in third place with 50 points.
I'm close. I'm
You
only
are
2
also... We did ask you when Zach says we asked you at the 11th hour to hop on. We asked you at the 11th hour in like 58th minute.
All right, people in the chat. Here's where you guys got to help me out. You guys screwed me last time. I was Quizplex champion. I was gonna retain. You guys threw in a whole bunch of money and helped little mean Kathleen fuck on me. It's time. It's time to help me out here. Be an Earl Hebner and reverse the screw job, please.
No, let it go, man. Leave it out.
No, man. Fuck Bill Goldberg.
Zach, we can all agree with that. We can all agree with that here. There are very few tenets that we hold 100% true. Anyway, Zach, I'll let you do your business.
Yeah, I'm gonna Spencer. I'll also take point in producing the next few button pushes before the break. But again, we've got something very exciting happening. The fact that we've moved Quizplex from Thursday to Tuesday, it opens up a whole pool of talent who generally are not available so close to the weekend. So, with that in mind, Mike, why don't you pop in? First, we're gonna talk about. How's it going, buddy?
oh, it's good. It's good.
It's good. It's good. First, what we're going to do, we're going to talk about next month's game of Quizplex. We're, as y'all know, whoever wins this game will be invited to participate in next month's Quizplex. So it's going to be on August 20th. And friends, we've got a very exciting challenger entering the Quizplex arena. So only win this game if you are prepared to be ratioed, because Dijak is coming to Quizplex next month, August 20th, here on Love Wrestling. Again, that's 1 month from on August 20th. But as much as we're a 1 game a month brand on Quizplex, we're doing a bit of a special edition game. Are we not, Mike?
We are. That's why I'm here. Next week, so at an hour earlier, 8 p.m. next Tuesday, I'm going to be hosting Quizplex. I'm giving Zach a night off. I wrote a whole bunch of trivia questions, and I've rounded up my own little pool of talent because I did an interview for Love Wrestling. I did my first Love Wrestling interview actually a couple weeks ago with Gabriel Fuerza, discussing his Friends of Fuerza Present Free Palestine show, with the proceeds of that show going to Gaza Kinder Relief. And since Quizplex is such a good charitable vehicle, I thought it would be really cool to host Quizplex myself. And then since that show is local to me and something that I'm, interested and excited about, next week I'm going to host an episode of Quizplex with the proceeds going to Gaza Kinder Relief. I've got a couple of guests from the show joining me.
Can I press a button?
Yeah, sure. I've got...
I don't know why.
The video killed the audio, but it's
muted.
okay. But so I've got I've got referee Brad Myers and Pretty Ricky Wilde, who are both participating in the show, and then brought in a ringer, a Quizplex alumnus to round out the field, and someone who's also very pro Free Palestine. I've got Mansoor coming from MXM to hop on as the third player on next week's show. And I believe the winner from that show will also be joining Dijak and tonight's winner.
They will, of course, be invited. And sorry, Spencer, go ahead.
Not just a Quizplex alumnus, Mike from Indeed.
Former champion.
I appreciate that. Is your former Quizplex champion. Yes, we could potentially have our first champion versus champion match coming up for the first time in over a year. Like, we book Quizplex better than most indies book their own promotions. This is long-term storytelling, brother.
I was in a loser versus 8 other losers match, which I came out on top of. I think it was like Halloween or something like that.
Puff unofficially won the IWS Women's Championship on Quizplex.
It's true. Zach, wait until the end of the year when I officially host. I'm just telling you this now. The Quizplex Battle Royal. Anyways, I'm gonna leave. I'll hit the commercial.
Sounds good. We are going to be back in just a little bit. Rye Sullivan, I see that comment. You just let me know if that's indeed what you plan to do, and we can talk about that after the break. But we're going to play a short clip from previous Quizplex, and you know what? I think we need to play the Dijak clip. I think we need to play the Mansoor, Mason Madden, Short Kings Dijak clip. So Spencer, take it away, and we'll be back in about a minute or so. But you know what? You tapped into something there when you were talking about motorcycles and whatnot. The wager here was winner destroys the loser's motorcycle.
They both had motorcycles?
Whatever. The motorcycle?
I mean, with that. Oh, hold on. We got another.
Dijak, you
Dijak.
Piece of
scumbag, big.
You scumbag.
Piece of jobber.
Yeah, fake
loser. Developmental piece of. You 6'8" stack of garbage, dog spot. You no psychology piece of shit. I hate your guts. I hope you go and I hope you wrestle and lose on a pay-per-view and get hurt in the process. You scumbag.
No, Dijak, I wish you all the best. I hope you become WWE champion next year, brother.
Yeah. No chance. No chance.
No chance.
Good times on past Quizplexes. I am so excited to welcome Dijak, and who knows, maybe we're getting Mansoor and Dijak on a collision course on next month's Quizplex with, of course, possibly the winner of this game as well. Cannot wait to see how that unfolds. Again, Miles has already been showing off his I will destroy Dijak sign. I saw you scribble that down.
Correct. Yeah. I fear no one.
Dijak should call his friends his Dijaculates.
Zach, before we start, we have a fact check and a correct fact check, from what I can tell, from Love Pro Wrestling producer Dustin. From Fightful, while Kurt Hawkins didn't have a match on SmackDown 1000, he did appear in a backstage segment, which, while I was doing my research, wouldn't have appeared on Cage Match. So I'll leave it to you, but I do believe that would result in some points for Viviani. So I'll leave that one for you.
I mean, look at the way the question was phrased. Who's the only wrestler who appeared on Raw 1000, SmackDown 1000, Impact 1000?
He appeared.
Viviani. I think that's 100 points for Viviani. Wait, who was? Were you active or did you steal?
No, that was me.
That was you. Okay, so
He was
50
going for the
points.
stealer.
50 points for Viviani.
That is 50 points for Viviani, bringing his total up to 100. No change in the standings, but a change in the points. Anyways, back to you, Zach.
Marvelous, marvelous. Well, with that, again, a shift in the scoreboard. It's still anyone's game. And once again, if you are watching live, if you want to donate some points to your favorite player, all you have to do is head over to musicares.org, put a donation, call our attention to it over in the comments. Say, hey, I made this donation. Send the screenshot to someone at Love Wrestling via Twitter, however you want to do it. Call our attention to it. We'll make it work. We'll acknowledge it, and you will buy points for the player of your choice. With that in mind, actually, I see a comment over here. Rye Sullivan saying all his points go to Viviani. Is Rye? You've been cavalier. You've had some fun in the chat rooms before. This is a lot of points we're talking about. He has 2,000 points chambered that he could just give to Matt Viviani right now. So, Rye, I'm going to wait until I hear official word from you. Oh.
Oh, you son of a...
Oh, it's very evil.
It was not evil. You guys, you do not understand how Rye plays this game indirectly. He says things, and I'm not always sure he means them.
Okay.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong for fact checking. That's just like, oh man.
You know what?
That's,
Well played,
that's
sir.
yeah. Ouch.
Thank you. That was
Yeah,
quite
that's-
entertaining. Yeah.
I think we needed that.
Guys, look at Matt. He's so. I'm sorry. I'm giving Matt I'm giving Matt another 50 points.
Yeah, 50 points.
Right.
Are you lying about
He
that?
has- there's still 2,000 points. Who knows where Ryan is going to put this?
I can tell him where he can put them.
I can tell you they're not coming to me because with my thing of, the pre-donations, cutting promos on people, someone had me cut one on him. And yeah, I guess I shot myself in the foot on that one. Yeah.
Oh
We're
boy.
set up.
Oh boy. Who knows where these points are going to go?
I
But
played
again,
Ryan Sullivan in Mario Kart for those points.
that would have to be on our next episode of Blowing Off Stream, but I'm afraid that won't be happening this evening. But you know what can happen? As much as points can still be purchased for any of these players can still win some points. And again, Quizplex round 2 is played the exact same way as round 1, but what's different is the scoreboard. If you're the active player and you're answering, your questions are worth 200 points. If you steal from the active player, it is worth 100 points. And once again, a $5 donation to Musicares gives you 50 points to give to the player of your choice. So please keep that in mind and buy some points for your favorite Quizplex player. So much mean mugging. I'm very intimidated. There we go. Now some sweet faces that maybe will endear some points to players. But all the same, Matt Viviani, you ready to kick off round 2?
Yes.
I'm sorry, friend. I'm sorry. I owe you one. But okay, your question for round 2. Aside from Sasha Banks and Mercedes Moné, name one other ring name used by the wrestler in question.
Was it like Mercedes KV or something like that?
You got it, my friend.
Bam!
That's 200. Mercedes KV and also Miss Mercedes were some of her.
I actually knew it right away, but I saw Kristara like viciously fucking scribbling there. I wanted her to really think she had that shit stolen.
Wow.
Was it
That's why
on your way? Was it Mercedes KV you had on your Bad Boy Leroy Brown?
Bad Boy Leroy Brown.
Well, the points indeed go to Viviani on that one. Your second question for round 2. not as well as I think this one's a little tougher personally. With the Undertaker's streak long since broken, who now holds the longest unbeaten streak in WrestleMania history? Pardon me?
I'm thinking. Calm down with that scribbling.
Just while you're thinking, Rye Sullivan is also saying that he would crush you in Mario Kart. So let the anger fuel you here. I'm going to give you another 10 seconds.
Son of a. Was it Roman Reigns before he got fucked?
No, we are talking about streaks that remain intact, and Roman Reigns.
It's got to be like a 3-win streak at this point. Something just tiny.
It's certainly not as impressive as 21, but indeed it is not Roman Reigns. So, Kristara, Miles, what do you have on your papers? Fandango?
I wrote Roman Reigns too, so I don't know. My other guess would be like
he hasn't lost at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
No, but he doesn't have the longest unbeaten streak. The longest, as Matt said, is only 4 victories, but it goes to the whole effing show, Rob Van Dam. 4 victories at WrestleMania.
Crossed my mind, like seriously, and then I'm like, no, there's got to be like someone.
Zach, I will also say, so you were with me while I was doing my research, so you know why the criteria for this one was a little bit delayed past this year's WrestleMania. So this would have been correct at the end of March. However, that answer now is tied because Bianca Belair is now 4-0 at WrestleMania. So nobody had her correct regardless, but there's a fun little fact check for me, the fan.
But you know what? Funny enough, I am also glad that we brought up Rob Van Dam because I hear he's doing something cool. Spencer, do you actually want to come back in and maybe mention this?
Nah.
I think it's pretty okay.
No, why would I ever want to talk about the first ever professional wrestling show to be held at West Edmonton Mall that Love Pro Wrestling will be hosting less than 1 month from today, August 17th, 2024. Check us out for West Edmonton Brawl. Tickets can be purchased at wem.ca/brawl, featuring Rob Van Dam, the Voros Twins, Gigi Ray, Jasmine Allure, a whole bunch of your Love Pro Wrestling favorites. And stay tuned for some real neat announcements coming your way on lovewrestling.ca. Oh, that rhymed. I should leave. That should leave.
Again, he's always looking for a good exit line, and I'm always happy for him when he finds one. Kristara, we've got a 2 questions for you in round 2, and your first one, another Undertaker tangent here. Aside from the Undertaker, name one other WWE Hall of Famer who had their last match with AJ Styles.
Fuck.
Because this is a tough one, I'm also going to put another little quantifier. When I say with this person, I don't necessarily mean one-on-one. And I don't necessarily mean against one another.
Okay. I honestly have no idea. I'll just say like Ric Flair, but I know it's not that.
No, Ric Flair has had many, many last matches, but I don't know if any of his matches with AJ were his quote-unquote last match ever.
With Oxygen.
I just don't know this one, so I won't waste time.
So, Miles. We've got Sting.
Oh, but no. Fuck.
Booker T. A valiant guess. Booker T is still fairly active in his reality of wrestling promotion. So I'm afraid there's no correct answers across the board. The correct answer, he teamed with the Macho Man Randy Savage in a match
I
on
would
in
have
TNA.
never guessed that.
I've never
That's a
heard
tough
that.
one.
I just
Spencer, do you have
watched
a
his Dark Side too.
Right. He teamed with Jeff.
Somehow-
They teamed with Jeff Hardy or something.
So Randy Savage, in 2004, his final match was at TNA, Turning Point, teaming with Jeff Hardy and AJ Styles against Scott Hall, Kevin Nash, and Double J, Jeff Jarrett.
That's insane.
Yeah, I knew it had to be like somewhere at TNA, like
Indeed, it was a TNA event. So moving on to your second question, Kristara, for round 2. So including each night of 2-night events, how many WrestleManias have been main evented by the Anoa'i family?
Oh man.
Yeah, that's a big family. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So again, just to clarify this question, yes, this year counts as 2 nights that the family main evented WrestleMania.
This is insanity. All right, hold on.
I don't know how I'll ever get this right. I'll just throw a number out, like 10. I don't know.
You know what I think it's time for, Spencer? I think it's time for Price is Right rules on this one.
Oh, fuck yeah, it is. Also, Zach, you're going to need to see Ryan Sullivan's comment. That's the biggest reason I hopped on. Because, like, dude, you're going to need to either vamp or help me do some math. You're really going to need to help me do some math.
Okay, Ryan Sullivan's comment. Hold on a second.
11.
I want my points distributed to make the game as close as possible.
Make it an even tie across the board starting now.
Okay, you know
Break
what, Spencer? Let's do that at the end of this round once the points have been.
The producer is giving an overrun on the commercial break. I will tell you that much. You're helping me with math.
All right, so Kristara said 10. Matt went 1 over. Very Price is Right with 11, and we've got 14. The closest answer without going over goes to Miles Blackwell. The correct answer being an astronomical 17 WrestleManias main
I
evented.
originally had 16 written, and then I didn't want to go over. There we go.
Again, between Yokozuna, between Roman Reigns, between The Rock, between the Usos.
Oh yeah, they main evented a night. Fuck.
Yeah, they main evented a night. There it is, 17 main
Correct
events.
me if I'm wrong, but that was 17 out of 43 if we did our math correctly when we were doing this, right?
Like the
17.
Montreal Canadiens of wrestling.
17 out of 43 main event nights of WrestleMania. All right. Next question. Wait a second. That was Kristara. So I have 2 more
guys
questions.
Looked at the updated family tree of that family. It's just insane.
Oh, so much talent, and it's only getting bigger and more impressive with the likes of Jacob Fatu, Zilla Fatu. Like, oh, what a family! What a family of amazing wrestlers. But Miles, we are ending round 2 with 2 questions for you. Who held the Money in the Bank briefcase for the longest amount of time before cashing in?
Is 2 people I've got in mind, and I'm not going to say who the other one is. I'm going to say Carmella.
Oh, that was my guess.
Yeah, me too.
Well, it's the right one. Carmella was indeed the longest holder of the briefcase.
I feel like WWE's Instagram literally just posted about this like 2 days ago.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, that's the only reason I knew.
Just out of
Or else I
curiosity.
Yeah.
Just out of curiosity, Miles, what was the other answer you had?
I mean, I think a lot of people would say Damian Priest because it was like right up to the last moment, but that just seemed too obvious.
Oh, that is true.
Okay.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah. Fair. No, the second place would actually go to Edge. So you made the right call going with Carmella. So well done. So to close out round 2, we've got another Price is Right rules question. Miles will be answering first. I will not confirm whether he is right or wrong, and everyone else will write answers on their whiteboard or paper, and whoever gets it close without going over gets the points afforded to them. This is a funny one. How much money did WWE President Nick Khan win in his appearance on Wheel of Fortune in 2000? Because, yep, that happened. We're
And you
looking
want
for a
my-
dollar figure.
You want my answer
Yes.
verbally, correct?
Yes.
All right. $2,150.
Okay. 2,150. We've got $1. We've got $50,000. Miles, I'm going to be honest. I thought you lowballed, but you're still the closest without going over at $16,000. But Dustin, if Dustin
in that damn wheel.
Well done, Miles Blackwell. And that calls for an updated scoreboard. Spencer, what do we got?
Do you not have the picture? I sent you a picture for the specific reason of Nick Khan on Wheel of Fortune.
I didn't upload it.
Sullivan,
okay.
do your thing. Tie us all. Break the game. Break the game.
We need. Well, what we need is what the scoreboard looks like before we can distribute those 2,000 points, and figure out how to do so evenly. Personally, I think it's just going to be like giving a lot of points to Matt and Kristara, and maybe just
all the points to Matt.
There he is.
Holy crap! He looks like a guy from this GIF I always use. There's this GIF of this There's this GIF of this Indian guy going like this, like he's on a game show or something. You know what I'm talking about, right? He's like, oh man, he looks exactly like him in that picture. And there goes my chances of ever being signed by the World Wrestling Federation. Entertainment.
Zach, you are completely correct, because it's going to be awarding a lot of points here to Kristara and Matt Viviani as far as equalizing the scoreboard goes for Ryan Sullivan. Because still, oh wait, good math, Spencer. Changing the scoreboard. In third place, unfortunately, the Sweetest Pea Kristara is still sitting with 325 points. In second place, Matt Viviani with 350 points, and with 1,500 points. Bollocks. I don't know if it's bollocks if you're winning. You're winning.
Yeah, but he's going to do a little bit of...
Yeah, Zach's going to... But blame him. Blame that guy. I had nothing to do with this. I did nothing. Zach is the one who made this happen. So, Zach, I'll leave it to you to distribute points.
Okay, I think the easiest way, it's not gonna be a perfect tie, but it's gonna be close. We're gonna give 1,000 points to Matt Viviani. We're gonna give 1,000 points to Kristara, making the scoreboard 1,325 Kristara, 1,350 Matt Viviani, and still in the lead, Miles Blackwell at 1,500 points. This is the chaos of the game.
Okay, fair enough.
Hey, again, we don't here at Quizplex don't mind telling you that victory can absolutely be purchased, because again, the money is going to a great cause. It's going to Musicares on this particular evening. And again, if you want to keep donating, please do so. Just head over to musicares.org, call our attention to your donation, do so in the chat room, send us a screenshot, all that good stuff. Pardon me, a mosquito just flew into my throat. Awesome. And we are, again, you know what the scoreboard looks like. We are going to come back after another short break, and we've got one more round where, again, this scoreboard could be flipped entirely upside down. We are going to be back in just a minute. Super chats help Puff out.
Is there a super chat, guys? Please donate to this charity.
I have a guess.
Don't even give me a fake answer. I don't care. Give some money to the charity. Megan's House seems like a great organization.
I have a guess.
Please.
Ophelia Payne.
Wait, hold on. I'm gonna say Ophelia's a fake answer. There's no way he had the hardcore championship. He was a cop.
Dude, he was hardcore as fuck, dude.
Big boss man.
You ever remember that? When he had that big hardcore run?
Wait a minute. I might actually know the answer to this. Hardcore, that was the title that was all beat up and shit. Was it Mick Foley? I'm gonna say Mick Foley.
I'm afraid Mick Foley is not the answer. Sway, Kathleen, do you have answers?
I
Do you
said
have
Crash Holly too.
Wait, do we both have Crash Holly?
Everyone, Ophelia was
watched
trying
this
to
era.
help you.
Was
It
it
was the
actually?
Big Boss Man.
The
Get
Big
out.
Boss Man held it for 97 days, and he has the record
No.
as WWF Hardcore
3
Champion.
months?
3 months, yeah. Wow.
Ophelia was there for you, Puff.
Ophelia, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I can't support a police officer, so I had to say no to that.
Thank you very much to Puff, to Sway, to LMK. One of a cherished memory here on Love Wrestling, on Quizplex. Friends, again, the scoreboard has been, well, again, rather equalized. Miles Blackwell's commanding lead has been neutralized by a generous donation from Rye Sullivan. And again, we're just talking, that's just what it looks like now, because the scoreboard could be flipped entirely. We're still playing Quizplex. We're in round 3. Gameplay is largely the same, but what's different, as always, is the score. In this round, we are only going to get 1 question per player. If you're the active player, oh, hold on, this is we're not doing anagrams on this one, Spencer.
We're not doing
where's the-
anagrams. Okay.
No.
Well, fine. I'll play
love
the
anagrams.
other one. Do we have the other one?
The
Zach,
hell's
we
an
don't have the
anagram?
other one. Quizplex 3. It says anagrams. It just says
Okay.
anagrams when I press the button. Pretend it doesn't, but don't blame me for it.
Okay,
Round
well,
1 or round 3 will not have anagrams, said me, because I guess I've got to do this.
no.
Fuck this shit.
So we need to update that slide. So in this round, you're each going to be asked 1 question. If you are the active player, if you get it right, that's 500 points for you. If the points are, if another player steals it from you, if you get it wrong and another player gets it correct, they get 250 points. Big points are on the table. This scoreboard could absolutely be flipped, but we have to start with Kristara. Are you ready?
Sure.
All right. American folk singer Kimya Dawson wrote about pro wrestling manager Captain Lou Albano. What current AEW wrestler did backup vocals on the chorus?
I can't believe you actually added this.
Okay, American folk.
This could be anybody. Who does an AEW fucking sign? Let me think here.
Backup vocals.
Me, I guess.
Um,
Tony Khan.
Yet.
I don't know. I'll just say Chris Jericho. I don't know.
Whatever become.
I'm afraid Chris Jericho is not the correct answer. So
All he's
defer to
doing these
Miles.
days is stealing my jacket colors.
Miles, Matt, what do you have? Got Max Caster.
Who else could be lyrically? Fuck, I would say Jimmy Hart, but he ain't under AEW contract. Hold on.
Oh, I just thought of someone.
Who does things?
Matt, I'm giving you another 10 seconds.
It's got to be someone old.
5.
Fuck! All right, I'm good. I don't know.
So
Can
I
I get
know
my-
what every.
Can I get my
What?
second guess just to see if I'm right?
No.
Sure.
Yes.
Not for points though, but
Yes, I want to see if.
Would it be Jeff Jarrett even? I don't know. Maybe he sings? I don't know if we're going to.
These were all some worthy guesses, but let me tell you something. I'm going to
Yeah.
tell you what everyone watching and everyone on screen is going to be doing after this show. They're going to be looking up this song because they're going to want to hear it. The correct answer is Brian Danielson.
Okay, no one would have got that. No one would have got that. Unless you just knew for some reason. Like, that's so random.
Amazing.
I don't want to yuck anyone's yum, to each their own. I'm going to say this song did not resonate with me, melodically speaking. But I think everyone who wants to hear Brian Danielson sing.
Is every lyric yes?
No, he's got to again, he's doing backup vocals. He's singing.
Oh, he knows
he's singing
other
the whole
words.
character.
Harmonizing.
Yeah. He's maybe trying. But no. But we are moving on. Matt Viviani, your question. This is fun. I want you to name one person who is undefeated against Roman Reigns in televised wrestling events. There are 5. Name one.
Oh, jeez. There are 5.
There are 5. I think Dare Amazing is still shocked about the Bryan Danielson reveal. Matt, I'm going to give you 20 more seconds.
Baron Corbin.
Oh, a good guess, but I'm afraid it is not correct. Kristara, Miles, is that CM Punk?
That's a good guess. I really don't know. I just wrote John Cena.
And John Cena.
SummerSlam.
I'm afraid none of these answers are correct. And some of these answers, jaws are going to drop here. Batista, Shad Gaspard, Bubba Ray Dudley, Shane McMahon, and Adam Rose.
Fucking Rose.
Those people weren't.
Adam Rose is a hero amongst extra talent.
Were you ever a Rosebud?
No, I literally just missed out on that.
I remember when Tabernacle team was Rosebuds.
Yeah, that was fantastic. Wearing like lays and shit.
Yeah, a very drastic gimmick change.
Tabernacle
All right.
Vacationers.
All right, Miles, you're still in the lead. You are still the Quizplex champion, barring any like donations I haven't quite seen yet. And
fuck it all up. Somebody fuck this all up. Do it. Create a 3-way tie. Send us to overtime, penalty shots, some bullshit.
If you get this right, your win is more or less cemented. If you get it wrong and either of your competitors get it right, they take the victory here. So consider your answer wisely. Your question. Let's not blush, everyone, but who is the only pro wrestler to win an Adult Video Network award?
Oh, I was writing it down. Is it China?
No, it is not China.
Gangrel?
Gangrel. Kristara, if you have an answer.
Putting the banging and fanging and banging, right?
Yeah. I'm actually wrestling him in a couple of months.
I don't
know.
No kidding.
Yet to be announced.
Oh.
And we don't know where it is.
Fair enough. I have a guess.
I think this is probably not it.
Candice Michelle. No. The correct answer, again, Spencer, I don't know where you found this little piece of trivia, but no. The correct answer is Dan the Beast Severn.
I would have never guessed that.
Nope.
Jesus Christ. All right, chat, time to fuck this game up. Send it to overtime. Big donations. Give all your monies to good things.
I mean, we can certainly vamp a little bit, but if someone wants to make any 11th hour donations to musicares.org.
Already had a mention. Let's vamp it the fuck up.
Again, we have already raised $160, which is amazing to Musicares tonight. I want to thank everyone who donated. That includes Dustin, Ophelia, Rye Sullivan. You are amazing people for helping make this game the charitable vehicle that it is. Thank you so much for doing that. Again, we've got minutes to go. No.
And you wonder how he won an AVN award.
Look at the size of that pickup truck.
Look at that hoss right there. That man right there. The only wrestler to win an AVN.
That's amazing. Look at that fucking. That's a porn stash if I've ever seen one.
Oh boy, what a fun little note to end the show on.
Research, 100% just extensive research.
He's been handing out some mustache rides apparently.
Your
research,
second
and then you make sure you check those facts. That's the biggest thing I learned in journalism is really make sure that you lay in once, twice, multiple times that that you're right. So I can ascertain that Dan Severn, he's an AVN award winner.
He puts the ass in ascertain.
Well, Spencer, can you also ascertain the scoreboard and let us know who's walking out with the victory? Might be unspoken, but I think we need to say it all the same.
Somehow we're getting both words.
If it's like ass and entertainment, are you an ascertainer? Can that is that a thing? The most electrifying man in ascertainment.
I'm so glad we raised money for charity with this very crass and silly show.
But you could be you could be an ascertainer or an enter-asser.
Can we just get to the scoreboard?
Yeah, you can actually. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I've ruined everything. Anyways, Zach, like you said, there's no real need because the scoreboard hasn't changed since round 2. So Kristara sitting in third place with 1,325 points. Matt Viviani is sitting in second place with 1,350 points. And still, your Quizplex champion, the violent gentleman, Miles Blackwell. Miles, you know how this works, brother.
Oi.
Speech.
Yeah, I would say I'm surprised, but I'm not. Ryan, better luck next time, you knob. That's all I've got. That's all I need.
You know.
Miles, congratulations. We're going to be inviting you back next month. Now, keep in mind, we're going to have multiple champions at play, so we're going to have a little conversation on what charitable organization we are going to be playing from. But once again, next month, Dijak will be in the house. Depending on the results of Mike from Indeed's charity game, we could have Brad Myers. I'm sorry, one of the other players' name escapes me right now, or Mansour could be a part of the game. Very exciting things happening next week and next month here on Quizplex. But before we get there, let's also thank our amazing contestants for being a part of this show. We're going to give them all the chance to promote their stuff. Kristara, thank you so much for being part of the show. Where can we find you?
So you can find me on Twitter, on Instagram at _Kristara, as you can see right there. And yeah, find me at your local show in Montreal, Quebec City, and maybe somewhere else sometime soon. And Ottawa as well. That's all I got.
Marvelous. And the IWS Canadian champion, Matt Viviani. What's up? There it is.
Listen, Ryan, if you're still here, it is not too late. Put me over, brother. Put me over. Do the right thing. Do the right thing. Get your shit in. And by shit, I mean your donation. Put me over. Do it. Do it. But in all seriousness, you can follow me on literally all social medias at MattViviani91. And as you've seen on the recent Blowing Off stream, I have won a plane ticket from Spencer to Love Pro Wrestling. I will be there before year's end. And maybe put this on the line. A little cross promotion, little open challenge. I don't know. Booker man, do your thing.
Brother, I'm a wrestling promoter. I fucking hate money.
I love money. And I love when it gets donated to make me win things.
Hey, again, donations happened. Donations raised the points of the scoreboard. And again, we had fun tonight, and we did it all in the name of a good cause. So once again, Miles, Kristara, Matt, thank you so much for being a part of Quizplex. We're going to be in touch very soon about future games. But for Spencer, unless you wanted to throw something in, I can sign us both out. I'm an adult. You
sign us out. I'm going to leave the screen. You hosted the show. You do the fun stuff.
I appreciate you, my friend. I appreciate you. I appreciate Mike from Indeed, all doing our thing. Thank you so much for watching tonight's Quizplex. If you are catching this after the live stream, be sure to head over to musicares.org and make a donation to a very, very worthy cause. We had, again, a lot of fun playing for a great cause tonight. Follow at Love Wrestling CA on any social media platform that you can think of. And, of course, follow me on Twitter, SmarkMouth, Smart.mouth on Instagram. Follow Spenny Love on Twitter, Spenny and the Jets on Instagram. And until next Quizplex, we will be back next week with Mike from Indeed's special edition game, and the following month with Dijak showing up on the show. Till then, friends,